Good morning and welcome to Low Body Friday. Let's find ourselves a space and get ourselves warmed up. Just going to start by jogging gently on the spot. That's it, nothing too onerous. Nicely moving. There we are, warm our body up. It's Friday, end of the week. Hopefully you guys have had a productive and wonderful and exciting week, certainly in places. And hope you're looking forward to a wonderful weekend ahead. We can make it start right here. And some star jumps, some jumping jacks. Get those great big joints moving. Get that synovial fluid flowing. That's it. Nice big movements. And then back into jogging on the spot. Kick those out, nicely done. Right, so this morning we're going to do 5 exercises that we're looking at specifically around our lower body, our quads, our hamstrings, and our glutes. And we're going to start off this morning with some split squats. So what we need to do is take your feet just over double shoulder width apart. And what we're going to do is turn our bodies 45 degrees in one direction. Once we're there, we're going to drop our back knee down towards the ground, bending our front leg. When it's almost at the ground, not touching though, we're going to squeeze our front quad, driving the floor away. I'm going to repeat that process for 10 reps on the first set. Then we're going to twist 45 degrees in the opposite direction. So that means you're moving 90 in that one. To face the other corner of your room, and then down, back knee close to the ground, and squeeze your front quads to lift yourself back up again. Then back to the center. That's going to be our first exercise. Our second one we're going to do is some side lunges. I know it's lunges, but lunges are great for you. We haven't done side lunges for a while. So we're going to do one side and then we'll do the other. So choose which side you're going to do. For me, I'm going to start my left. I'm going to step out, so double shoulder across, and then drop my weight onto that knee, keep my other leg as straight as I can. Then I'm going to squeeze the quad on this one, bring myself back up to standing, and bring my leg back to my right leg. Once I've done one side, I'm going to continue on the other. So stepping out, drop my knee down, get that stretch, and come back up and back to the standing position. After I've done that, we're going to go into some step-ups. We're going to need our step. And we're going to do this by driving with our quads. So really feel that squeeze as you're pushing the step away. And then stopping by squeezing our glutes, which will engage our hips. So as we go up, I'm going to do that on both legs, nice and rhythmically, alternating on each step. After we've done that, we're going to go into some squats. So feet shoulder width apart, hands high on your chest. If you want to turn these into goblet squats, you can do. Just use the weight, again, high on your chest. Driving our backside backwards, go into a squatting position. Try and get your elbows as close to your knees as you can, and squeeze your quads to drive the floor away. When you get to the top, squeeze your glutes. So if you look at that from the side, you've got this definite pushing yourself into a seated position and squeeze to bring yourself back up. And to finish things off, we're going to head to the ground. I'm going to get a mat out. We head to the ground for some single leg glute bridges. So for this, we're going to be on our backs. We're going to put one leg in the air, one leg's on the ground. I'm going to squeeze our glutes to raise our body into the air and slowly lower it back down. Once we've done one side, I'm going to switch legs and do exactly the same in the other. So squeeze our glutes to raise our hips into the air, keep them held for a second before lowering back slowly to the ground. Okay, so that is the plan for today. So let's get started with our split squats. So find yourself some space, get your legs double shoulder width apart, turning 45 degrees. And we'll start our first set in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, turning the opposite direction. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, into our side lunges. So decide which side you're going to go with first. You can move me. Start with your left side. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, switch sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and from there, we're going to go into our step ups. So addressing our step, going into 10 alternative step ups in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, and from there into our squats. So feet just over shoulder width apart. We're going to put 10 of these, starting in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, to the ground. We're going for our single leg glute bridges. Onto our back, one leg into the air. Start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, a break, grab a drink. Make sure I put the timer on. He says, come on, can't be that hard. Okay. Got an interesting day yesterday. Hopefully you guys have got an interesting day today as well. So Jason and Corey, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy your tennis match again. Interesting. It's nice to hear how that's kind of developing and becoming a thing. And again, it's always nice to bring in these different sports and things, keep it interesting. And it also means that your body keeps adapting, which, as we've talked about before, that's the way we kind of keep ourselves improving. Means that we can keep building muscle, means that we can keep, we're looking to lose weight, we can keep losing weight and things. Because it's that constant adaptation, it's that kind of application of the laws of specific adaptation by imposed demands that actually is how we can keep our body moving, keep our body changing effectively. And if we kind of get to a point where we're just doing the same thing every single day, then our body just adapts really well and becomes like the best employee in the world because, they're just 100% efficient, but it means it's no longer changing. Speaking of change, though, time for set number 2. Okay, so find ourselves our space again, back into our split squats. So legs, we push all apart, 45 degrees one side. We're going to go down onto the rear leg, 10 reps, starting in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, switch sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Transition from there into our side lunges. So again, finding our space, so we can step out to the side, keeping our concentration on our quads as we drop the weight down, and then squeeze to drive it back up again. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, move on to our other side. Start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, right from there into our alternating step-ups. Again, concentrating on those quads. Really drive them, squeeze them as much as you can, fire as many fibers as you can as we step up onto those steps. Start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, let's step down into our squats. We're going for 10 squats. Again, driving with our quads and let them slowly stretch on the way down. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from there to the ground, let's go into our single leg glute bridges. So bring our leg up into the air. Again, really squeeze your glutes to drive hips up. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Have a break. Have a drink. I'll pop the timer on. Yay, that's a bit quicker that time. I wonder if the watch just needs to wake up first thing in the morning as well. Okay. Yeah, I had a good chat with some people yesterday at a couple of networking events. And it was amazing how actually they don't, a lot of people just don't realize about that whole thing about specific adaptions. And the level of frustration from obviously kind of got two different camps of people. You got those that just weren't really doing any exercise whatsoever, which wasn't a surprise because we know from some of the stats. I think it was what 29% of no, it's 26% of people in the UK just don't do anything. In fact, they've got no idea that they have to do anything at all, which is quite an alarming statistic. And then you've got the other kind of half, which were there, which were doing something, and they were either really happy about doing it or really frustrated that they couldn't get over this kind of sticking point, and they kind of hadn't realised about this whole piece about specific adaptions. Anyway, we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's get ourselves back into our split squat position. We're going to concentrate a little bit more on timing this time. So I'm going to go slow again on the way down, so we can use gravity to help stretch things out, and fast on the way up. So again, we can utilize gravity to pull us back. So aim to your one direction, and we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, spinning in the opposite direction. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, moving into our side squats. Again, find our position exactly the same from a timing perspective. Slow on the way down, feel that stretch, and fast on the way up. Feel that squeeze. Concentrate your mind on your quads. Really try and fire as many of those muscle fibers as you can. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Moving to our opposite side, I'm going to do 12 with these. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, addressing our step as we go into 12 alternating step ups. As always, just feel the rhythm with this. Nice rhythmic motion. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Okay. Stepping back into our squats and keeping our hands or our weights on top of our chest. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Moving down into our single leg glute bridges. Again, fasten the way up, hold it for that brief moment. Slowly release them to bring them back down. Under control. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, switch legs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, stick the timer on, have a break, grab a drink. Or grab a break, have a drink. Either way works. So yeah, there are a lot of specific adaptation by imposed demands. That was quite an interesting conversation yesterday, and it was just nice when we started explaining that to people, and just seeing that kind of that like flicker of like that light bulb moment. You know, when you actually actively see, it's almost like there's that cartoon light that kind of comes above people's heads, and you know, you can actually see they're going to go away and they're going to make a difference. They're going to do something different in their life, and just that little tweak sometimes doesn't always have to be much. Can really kind of illuminate people and say, actually, yeah, that's gonna help. And then, like with anything in turn, you guys know this as much as anybody else. Having knowledge is one thing. Implementing knowledge is something completely different, which is again why it's great having this group. Keeps us all a little bit accountable and make things work. And have that support around when you have to ask questions, when things go wrong or you just need support or things are just going to go, oh God, I'm just going to fail. Having somebody there to help support you. And that's, again, support available from the group or support's available from people around you as well. So having that great support network of people is really, really paramount to keep you on track with whatever it is, the goals that you're active for. Whether those goals are fitness and lifestyle goals or whether those goals are your life and business and career goals. Or just generally you being happy. Right, let's get ourselves into our next set. Our last and final set's pushing to 15 reps. Bring it all together. So great form, great feeling and connection, specifically a lot with our quads this time in this exercise. And then also with that great speed. So remember, we're going to use gravity slow on the way down, fast on the way up. Starting by moving 45 degrees into our split squats in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, switch sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, into our side squats now. So transition to an upright position, and then we'll step out, exactly the same again. Great form and connection, great feeling with those quads, and keep the timing correct. Slow on the way down, faster on the way back up, more explosive, but still under control. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and on to the other side, stepping across in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, moving from there back into our step ups. We're going to increase the pace just a little bit, make that a little bit quicker. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15. Okay. How's it getting ourselves ready to do some squats? Got a bit of a guest appearance by Ruby. Decided you wanted to come in, did you? Okay, so into our squats. Again, challenge yourself. See if you can just get that a little bit lower, close to the ground. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, hello. 13, 14, 15. Okay, transition to the ground for our last and final exercise of this morning section. Our single leg glute bridges. So get our leg into the air. Really concentrate on that feeling in our glutes. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, daft dog, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switch legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, grab yourself a drink. That's the end of a lower body session for this week. In fact, that's the final session for this week. Next week, let's double check on the diary. Yeah, we've got a full week. No, we haven't. We've only got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So we'll try to do some all over upper body on Monday, all on legs on Tuesday, and then core on Wednesday. After that, I'm working away at a workshop for 4 days in London, helping some other amazing busy business owners. So until Monday, have an absolutely super weekend. I'll keep you guys posted of how the York 10 miler goes on Sunday that Sarah and I are doing. I'm sure there'll be loads of photos as well. Right. Have an absolutely super weekend away. Whatever you do, try and find some fun in your life, at least at every single moment.